Hey guys, Josh Baldwin here with Vegan Fit. Today we're gonna do a full week of healthy vegan meal prep. We're gonna do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All of these things are super delicious, but the main thing is they're all really, really good for you. So we're gonna start off with breakfast. We're gonna hit a big smoothie bag with all kinds of different fruits and all kinds of delicious foods in there, but the main thing is it's super good for you. Then for lunch, we're gonna do like a mashed potatoes and peas with some sausage. Super simple, but it gives you all the carbs you need for the day and lots of protein. And then for dinner, we're gonna make a spicy chili with a homemade salsa. All of these are just so delicious, and again, really, really good for you. So we're gonna start off with the chili because it takes the longest. So we're gonna get the pressure cooker going, but first, we're gonna cut up all of our onions and our garlic and our peppers, get all that going, get everything in the pressure cooker. So if you're following along at home while you're watching the video, go in the same order that I go in. That way everything gets done at the same time. So let's go ahead and cut up these vegetables and then we'll get started with the chili.
Now you can use any type of chili seasoning mix or just chili powder, but make sure that you get one with either no sodium or very low sodium content. And once you've given everything a good stir, we're going to set this on high for 23 minutes and we're going to let it depressurize naturally.
Okay, so the chili is cooking in the pressure cooker. Now that's gonna take about 35 minutes by the time it pressurizes and then cooks, and then about another 20 minutes to depressurize. So we've got almost an hour here to cook the rest of our food. We're gonna do the potatoes first since they take the second longest. We're gonna take our golden potatoes here, lay them out on a cookie sheet, cover that in foil. We're gonna put it in the oven on 425 for about 30 minutes, just until they get soft so we can mash them.
As you watch me fumble with this tin foil, basically just remember all you're trying to do is cover the potatoes up so that they don't get burned on the top. While your field roast sausages are cooking in that small pan over there for about 10 minutes, we're going to add 4 cups of frozen peas to this pot right here. You don't really need to add water or anything else to it. It's not going to stick. So just give them a stir every few minutes, but the peas and the sausages should take about 10 minutes. You could use something besides the field roast sausages. For an even healthier option, you could use tofu or soy curls, something a bit less processed. But I want to make something easy, simple for you guys, and something that I know just tastes amazing.
Okay, so the sausages and the peas are cooking right now. We're gonna go ahead and make our breakfast smoothie bags. So we're gonna go ahead and lay out all the ingredients so you can see them here, and then we'll put them in our bags and they'll be ready for the whole week.
We're starting off with a half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds, 3 tablespoons of pea protein or your favorite vegetable protein, 1 loaded cup of frozen strawberries, 3 dates, 1 banana, and a large handful of spinach. Then you're just gonna load everything into a large Ziploc bag, and that's it. You are done. Just do 4 or 5 of these, however many you want to do, and you are done for the week. For a less wasteful option, you might want to just use a Tupperware container instead of using a Ziploc bag. Now everyone's oven is a little bit different, so you might need a little bit longer. For example, on these, I actually ended up needing almost 40 minutes to get them to the right texture. But make sure they're soft enough so that you can give them a good mash without having to kind of work too hard and without having any big hard spots. I would recommend starting off with about 3/4, maybe a full cup of veggie stock or veggie broth, and then I do another half cup later as I'm cooking them on the stove to just kind of finish them up. You can see I've got it back on the stove after I mash them, and I'm just going to let them cook here for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, just get nice and creamy and warm, and I'll just add that little bit of extra veggie stock, maybe about another half cup. Well, that's all cooking and finishing up over there. It's time to make our salsa. Because I didn't plan ahead very well, I went to go get mangoes, and of course they were all hard as a rock, but they did have some already cut up mango which looked pretty decent, so I went ahead and grabbed these. This is definitely a good option that most stores have if you need to cook or need to use those mangoes that same day. It's going to be very hard to find a ripe one. While we were making that salsa, all the food for the lunch meal was done, so we're going to cut up our sausages here and plate up our mashed potatoes and our peas.
Okay, so we are done with breakfast, we are done with lunch. Now all we have to do is take the chili out of the pressure cooker, plate that up with our fresh salsa, and that's it. We are done for the day. Let's go ahead and get that now.
While you're giving this a stir, just remember that you haven't added any salt yet because it slows down the cooking process of the pressure cooker. So you're going to want to add a little bit of salt here, or if you've already used a chili seasoning mix that has some salt in it, you may not even need any. So definitely give it a little bit of a taste. Just add as little salt as you need.
All right, so that is it. We've got breakfast in our smoothie bag here. We've got lunch with our mashed potatoes and peas and field roast sausage. And then dinner, we've got our chili, our fresh made salsa. And then what I like to do is cut one avocado in half because they only last about 24 hours or so in the fridge. So that way you've got 2 days worth, and then cut another avocado in half for the next 2 days, and you're all set. So I made a little more chili than you need for these because it will last a lot longer than this other food. That way you'll have the chili for probably 7 or 8 days. Plenty will last you a long time. In worst case, if you can't get to it, just freeze it and then you can use it the next time around for a whole another 4 days worth. So main thing here is that all of this stuff is super healthy, really high in protein, healthy carbs, and good fats. So let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any questions or if you run into any problems here. I'm always here to help you. Please hit the like button, share the video, definitely share it on Facebook and online, wherever you feel like it. Let people know there's these healthy meal plan options out there for them. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys at the next video.
Shut